All right, let me show you something on the Felder. Um, you know, they made this fence where you flip up the joiner. You know, it's got this. When you move it, the best way is to show you real quick. This fence tends to have a little flexing, and here's why. And I'm going to show you. See right here, this right here on the Felder is tied to the joiner on the top. So what happens is, it goes on here like this. So you lift the joiner table, and I'm going to show you. See? And see how this right here, it kind of comes up and fits in that grip right there. Alright, so here's the problem. And I think the saw cuts straight, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a good saw. But I think the Felder engineers could figure out a better way, or a latch or something to put in here. See how that flexes? So what happens is, especially if you leave your fence long on here, and I will show you. This is Felder tricks. Alright, so I'm going to screw it down. Now, the further you go this way, there's 2 bolts on that other side, the less problem you have. But let me show you. See, the only problem I have with the Felder, and if you have the fence real long, it's going to be aspirated a lot more. But watch. See that? Look, see how much that fence flexes right there? And to me, that's just too much. So what I did, to keep that flex from kind of down, I basically took a board to kind of fit in there, right? And then what I did is I used some tape, kind of like shims, get it nice and tight. So what I do to try to minimize the flex on the Felder, is I'll put that there, and then I'll slide it over and it gets tighter, okay? So now, look at this. It doesn't flex that much. It's not letting that move, okay? Anyway, that kind of minimizes it. I put the fence flat down because I'm going to be cutting some stiles, rails, and I'm going to be cutting some 2-inch and 3-inch, and so basically I kind of leave this down when my board goes through, and that way my wheels can kind of ride up over here. So anyway, that was just a tip and trick. Kind of want to show you on the Felder because it is aluminum fence. I think on the other unit, I see on the saws they have a real sturdy round bar that goes through there with the other fence types, and they don't move at all. But I guess with this design with the combo machine, they were trying to make it to where it's a little more flexible. Okay. So anyway, so if you guys are out there, you're trying to you know, rip boards, and you want it, I mean, because we all want it down exact. Now, for me, it's probably not that big of a deal. I'm just going to rip these. I'm going to rip them wider than I want them anyway, because what I'll end up doing is I'll run them through the planer anyway. But so that's what we're doing here.